right. So those are the first two. The third one of his just minor issues that he's very magnanimous about is he says that Hare's Kantian account has a suspiciously generic flavor. Oh, okay. I've never heard anyone call a Kantian account of a generic flavor. So, so he writes.
What does it taste like?
Chicken. Yes, we all know. So he writes, and here being Hare. Hare writes, to will a prescription as a universal law requires that we are able to eliminate, in principle, all references to the agent, herself, or any other particular persons or time or places. So that's what Hare has written that Kallenberg is discussing here. So Kallenberg then says, but one of the central points of Austin's speech act theory, which Hare relies on, is that one's comprehension of a speech act necessarily requires attention to the very particulars, kind of who the characters are, what's their relationship, what time does this take place, what's the situation, what's the context, what are the dialects, and etc. All those things are being discarded.
Right. So, with regard to Austin's speech act theory, if I'm in the stands and the guy rounds the base, right, and slides in the home, and I yell out, "He's out!" Well, that doesn't mean anything, and nor did it accomplish anything, right? There's a specific thing that has to be done. There's a specific, location, a specific person who has various authorities. So it's really specific and particular with regard to, how this speech act has to be carried out. And so to try to make it a universal law, as he's criticizing Hare here, he says doesn't really fit with Austin's speech act theory, right? And he says context matters, as does our skill in reading particulars. So if we take up language seriously, we must also take seriously all the particulars that come with language. Navigating all the moving parts, not only context, but also character, relationships, those things that you listed there, time, situation, dialect, and so on, requires a set of special skills, habitual skills cultivated, he tells us, over a long time and assisted by others who are better at it than we are. And he calls this set of virtues fluency. So he's a virtue ethicist, and he says that it takes a certain kind of virtues in order to even have these speech acts interpreted, right? So, so that's his kind of his third, reaction here. Small problem that he has with Hare.
Right. Going back to your umpire analogy, there are some umpires who, no matter how many years in the game that they have, if they make any call, it's to be viewed with suspicion. So
that's right. Yeah. It didn't accomplish anything because I don't agree with it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And now sometimes the camera doesn't even agree with that. Yes.
Yeah.